We'll go ahead and let Coach give an opening statement about the game, and then we'll open it up for questions after he's done.
Really disappointed in the outcome of the game. I thought we actually played we executed relatively well in the way that we prepared. Unfortunately, in the second half, that 8 to 10 foot jump shot, we just couldn't get it to go down for a stretch there. One of our goals is this team gives you good open shots, so we were going to shoot over 50% from the field, and in the first half we were able to do that. In the second half, only 29%, and obviously that's the big difference. We actually in the second half took better care of the ball. They pride themselves on getting a lot more shots than you as a team, and tonight they only got 5 more than us. We did a great job on the offensive rebound end and rebounding all together, which were things we worked on and what we needed to do to win. We just had to shoot the ball a little bit better. And in the second half, I don't know if sometimes it looked like we were a little bit tentative or hesitant to shoot versus the confidence we had in the first half. I don't know if that was it or not, or part of it also is when we were missing those shots, we didn't have people in rebounding position yet, and so we didn't get our second and third opportunities that we got sometimes in the first half. So really unfortunate for our team who played pretty tough and a pretty smart ball game, just not to have shots fall and to lose that way.
Dory, what was working so well for you guys in the first half?
We kept moving the ball quick, and we'd make good passes, and then when girls would come and try to double team, we just would find the open person and be able to hit those easy shots.
What's it like dealing with all those arms, though? I mean, everywhere you were, there were 2 and 3 1, 2, sometimes 3 players there with you trying to stop the ball. What's it like dealing with that, especially knowing that this is the only meeting you have with them this year?
It's kind of different. Like, we haven't played a team that's put that much pressure on us, but I don't know. It's just if you can get it and find someone open before they completely get to you, then
that was what was working in the first half. You get your open looks right out of the gate, but then everything kind of fell apart and slowed back down in the second half.
Yeah.
And they went to a zone in the second half, so they kept the pressure, but kind of zoned up instead of manned up, which in the first half we were able to maintain really good spacing. They haven't zoned a whole lot yet this year, and so that kind of, in fact, nobody in the league has been a zone team in the league, and so we haven't had to execute a zone offense consistently for a full half very often at all this year, in fact. And so that was one thing that maybe played into a little bit of the hesitancy as well, is we weren't able to space them out and move the ball as quick. We got that inside high post jump shot and that high-low play quite a bit, but our guards didn't drive the gaps and look to kick like we do a lot of times in zone. And honestly, we typically execute really well against zones, and teams don't like to stay in it very long. But these guys did a good job of kind of taking us out of that.
21 assists on 29 made baskets. That's got to be a positive.
Yeah, we put a lot of value in that stat, and it's been a number of games. Last game we got our assists up, but our turnovers were also up with 20, and it's nice to see this time that we were able to get 21 assists. It's our team sharing the ball and moving the ball, looking for their open players. So that's good.
Jess, for you came out really hot in the first half, and then third quarter kind of slumped. Was it what Coach was saying, that the defense was affecting you, or what was making it so tough to score?
I don't really know what was making it kind of tough. I think it was just myself, kind of getting in my own head. But every player has those kind of games where you can't hit a shot or you're getting in your own head. But I don't think it was necessarily anything different that they tried to do against me, because I felt pretty confident on the block, and every shot I took felt good, but it just didn't fall.
Did the frustration creep into your guys' head once some of those, as Coach was saying, those 8, 10 foot jump shots weren't really falling in?
Yeah, I definitely think that that kind of affected us, which it shouldn't have, but a lot of our girls got a little frustrated with our missing shots and not getting rebounds from those shots. So yeah.
Coach, did you see any sense of maybe a little bit of a frenzy or a little bit of kind of just I don't know what to do with maybe the guards or anyone on the team at any point?
Yeah, more in the first half, not the second half, that you saw some of those turnovers were just like we threw it to nobody because of the pace or the frenzy of the game. But, just as we as a team in preparation for this game and only seeing Sac State once this year and everything else, we knew there was going to be some crazy moments. And we knew that we were going to live with a handful of mistakes. We were going to live with some things that the thing that probably I'm most either frustrated or disappointed with was on the defensive end. It's been a few games since we've let just a few offensive frustrations affect our effort on the defensive end. And there's in that 6-7 point lead that they had, there were a few possessions where a rebound falls that we got out hustled to, or that our defense didn't shift early enough in the position they needed to stop the drive, and they scored on it. And that led it to a 9, 10, 11 point game instead of maintaining that 6 point lead. It's harder to, as the clock winds down, to come back from that bigger deficit. And I thought that sometimes our frustration carried over into our defensive effort, and that disappoints me.
Dari, did you think maybe at all fatigue maybe played a little bit as the game wore on with trying to keep up with them for you guys?
I think maybe a little, just because, even we're running up and down, trying to transition, and they're running up and down and just go. And I think it may have even been just, a little bit of mental fatigue, what is the pace of this game, just kind of something we're not used to. I don't know.
Did the fact that they were subbing in fives, 5 in, 5 out, did that throw you off at all?
I think it's definitely different playing against a team that subs like that, because you have to keep matching up and keep talking and communicating who you have. I think that might have affected a little bit, but it shouldn't have, because we talked before that anyone on our team could guard anyone on their team. Mm-hmm. And so you could match up with anyone. But we had some lapses where people wouldn't pick up the ball or pick up a shooter that's coming down and was wide open and would hit the shot. So yeah.
Coach, Donna knew we're facing the starting lineup after a while. Did she perform to what you wanted her to perform to?
Yeah, Donna did really well. This week was senior week. A lot of confidence in Donna, and we talked to Dari that spark that she brought off the bench back in December. Let's bring it again, and we're going to reward Ashley and Donna this week, and don't feel like we had any letdown at all. Donna came out strong, effective, and she had a really good game. Really proud of her and the minutes that she had and the toughness that she had. And knowing also that we would use a deeper bench ourselves because of the pace of the game. Happy with the minutes that most everybody got tonight. There were still some, like Jess said, some defensive letdowns in rotations and pickup and matchups where in a close game you gotta shorten those up. But overall, happy with the whole team effort.
You feel like maybe any of the bench players kind of caught off guard a little bit when they would get in there to the game by what Sacramento State brought?
Yeah, there's no question. The first round of subs that, especially some of the freshmen who haven't seen it before, were probably a little bit surprised by it, but overall adjusted pretty well to it, and were able to handle the pressure as well as I expected or hoped they would.
Now the fun part comes Friday night. You have a chance to bump yourself up a notch, but they're looking for something as well with the fact that they won as well. Does talk about the setup for Friday night? What you want to go for here?
Yeah, this whole week was about seeding for the tournament, and that's why it's a little bit unfortunate. There's still other things that would have had to play out, but we still have a chance to head-to-head beat Portland State, and we need to beat Portland State in order to put ourselves in a position to get the seeding for the tournament. And so really important game. We talked in our huddle after the game that, pretty much Friday's a must win. We got to come out and prove that we're a good enough team and take control of that game early in the game and win it. And that was our challenge before last Saturday's game against Northern Arizona, and we did it. So we need to do the same thing with Portland State for a lot of reasons. To end on a great note, the regular season, to defend home, to play for the seniors. There's a lot to play for on Friday night. It's a game that we need to be ready for and have the intensity level of play that this is the best time of the year for basketball. It's playoff time, and you want to go in your last few games having something to play for, to play at that intensity level, so that when Monday, when tournament time comes, it's nothing new. You're excited, you're refreshed, and you feel like you're playing your best basketball. So we have an opportunity to do that, and a lot riding on that game.
All right, thank you guys.